Hello and welcome to Spectral Detectives. Today we're in Leicester looking at some of the curious enigmas that have baffled people countrywide. Here we have the very famous Belgrave Hall. This 18th century building was built for the Craddock family in 1709. Now it is operated as a museum by the Leicester City Council as it holds great historic value. In 1999, Belgrave Hall came to fame throughout the world as paranormal activity rose dramatically. During the time, the media descended upon it as two ghostly figures, one reported to be wearing a flowing dress complete with a bustle, was caught on CCTV footage in the courtyard of the hall. Surrounded by an aura of light, they baffled most logical explanations, and to this day, this has sparked the sightings of many more paranormal activities throughout the following years. People around the world are still continuing to this day to find out the mysteries behind the sightings. Here is the Tower Inn. This is the last public house where criminals were said to be taken for their last meal before execution was to befall them. Here is the lounge of the inn. It is here that the bell on the bar reportedly rings by itself on random occasions. The victims that were convicted were then hung, or burnt for fear of witchcraft and black magic on Red Hill Island, located just outside of Belgrave, near the outskirts of Leicester. After looking around, we eventually got to the cellar of the inn, which used to have the victims of hangings taken, as the Talbot had a mortuary as an outbuilding. We're here at the Guildhall, which has been reputed to be Leicester's most haunted building, where 5 separate entities have been reported on a number of occasions. We spoke to leading parapsychologist Lee Gilbert at the Guildhall, and he gave us some insight into the phenomenon. What feelings do you get about this place?
The whole place in general is quite a happy place, although because there's many different eras of this building, you get different atmospheres in different rooms. In the Great Hall, for instance, it's a very joyful, jolly place. In the room that you're in at the moment, which is the Mayor's Parlour, you get quite a sinister, oppressive feel. There's different spirits here, and each spirit brings its own kind of presence with it.
Have the spirits ever been violent at all?
Not exactly violent. Some spirits here are quite menacing. At the Guildhall, it was used mainly at one point for a court, and people were sentenced to death actually on the stage in the Great Hall. So where you get some kind of ill feeling in that way, you get a lot of animosity. So where there's animosity, obviously people like in life, spirit in death have still got that kind of sort of anger with them, and they actually bring it through when they actually come through as a manifestation.
Okay. Well, what has been the most shocking sighting for you so far?
The most shocking sighting, as in for people to see, was what we caught on camera in the Mayor's Parlour itself, which is where a couple of the people that are filming this documentary are standing at the moment, and the light actually came out of the darkness and moved towards the doorway and then lit up the whole room. That was something that we've had a bit of controversy about both ways. Some people think it is a spirit, other people seem to think it's light or sunlight.
The most frequent one of them all is known only as the White Lady, as she often enjoys moving the heavy furniture and opening locked and bolted doors. Also, the police have been called out on numerous occasions in the evening to burglar alarms that have been triggered by no one at all. Here in the Guildhall Library, the White Lady is reputed to have a soft spot for this Bible here on the table. Often the staff have found themselves closing the book in the evening, only to find it open in the same place the following morning. Thus far, the ghost's identity is an enigma. And thus concludes our search. The Guildhall has many a mystery behind it, as does the Talbot Inn and the Belgrave Hall. Let's hope our search has given you a little insight. See you soon.